Good morning, everyone. Let us start our meditation this morning by looking at our posture. Ideally, sitting on the floor in full lotus posture. Make sure you are not forcing your body. You can also sit on a chair if it's difficult for you to sit on the floor. Make sure your back is straight. If you're sitting on the chair, don't lean against the support of the chair. If you're sitting on the floor, you can also simply sit cross-legged or in Burmese style or in half lotus. Make sure you are not pushing your body. Make sure you are comfortable. The hands are in the meditation mudra with your right hand on top of the left, the two thumbs slightly touching, and this rests at your lap. The body is straight but also flexible. You can easily turn from left to right. The neck is aligned with the spine. You can slightly tilt the head forward, not too much. The shoulders are even and relaxed. You can place your tongue behind your upper teeth towards your upper palate. This helps to reduce the production of saliva. And the eyes are not completely closed. We leave our eyes slightly opened. But we are not paying attention to what our eyes are actually seeing. It is the mental consciousness that meditates. Now that we looked at our posture, let us look at our motivation for this session. Why are we coming on the cushion? Why are we meditating? You can contemplate the state in which we and all sentient beings have been since beginningless time, due to the power of karma and afflictions, constantly taking rebirth again and again in the various realms of existence without any control. No control over our rebirth, no control over our experiences either. According to the innumerable karmas we have accumulated in the past, we experience the result. Sometimes pleasant experiences, sometimes unpleasant experiences. We can see in our daily lives how it is the case, how sometimes we fall sick, sometimes we have obstacles at work, problems in the family, problems with the partner, and so on and so forth. We can imagine what it must be like for animals. We can sometimes see with our eyes what kind of sufferings they go through, and we can infer what must be the sufferings like in the other realms, such as the hungry ghost realms or the hell realms. We can even try to generate a sense of compassion for those beings who are born in the god or demigod realms. Imagine being reborn as a long-life god, only experiencing pleasure, thereby wasting a lot of positive karma. And when this positive karma is exhausted towards the end of that life, it is said that these gods have the clairvoyance to see that they are about to pass away and to see where they will take rebirth. So can you imagine the anxiety, the stress of going again from high to low and probably very low? Because until we purify our afflictions, until we put an end to our self-grasping ignorance, inevitably we will take rebirth without being able to choose, without being able to control. Try to generate a sense for yourself and all sentient beings Try to generate a sense of compassion. May sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they gain control over their minds, be able to eliminate their mental obscurations, and achieve a state of peace, a state free from sorrow, a state free from misery, free from suffering. Try also to generate a sense of responsibility. I myself will free all sentient beings from suffering and the causes of suffering. But how can I do that at present? I'm also deluded, I'm also afflicted, I'm also under the control of my karma and afflictions. At the present, I have this precious human life with all my faculties, born in a world where the Buddha appeared, the Buddha taught. His teachings are still very much available. There are many followers of the teachings, many supporters of the practitioners and students. Therefore, I have this incredible opportunity to transform my mind by listening to the teachings, contemplating on the teachings, and meditating on them. Therefore, it is my duty to do that work in order to benefit sentient beings. Try to generate this most altruistic, this most beautiful altruistic mind of bodhicitta, thinking, may I become a Buddha for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. So with this motivation in mind, we will engage in Shamatha practice, single-pointed concentration. Remember the body posture. Then bring to mind your object of meditation. If you're familiar with Shamatha, you can use the object you would normally use for this meditation. If you don't have an object you're familiar with, what I would recommend is to focus on the breathing sensation at the entrance of the nostrils. Try to place all your attention there, observing the different sensations when you breathe in, breathe out at the entrance of the nostrils. Then be aware of the two main different ways the mind gets distracted. The first one is called excitement. For example, starting to think about past and the future, basically being distracted by thoughts. The mind starts to wander and we lose our object therefore. When we are caught up with thoughts, we are not single-pointedly focused on our object of meditation anymore. So this is the first main way, excitement, and the second is called lethargy, or dullness, or laxity. Basically, we are not putting enough application. The mind starts to sink, we kind of fall asleep, and therefore we also lose our object of meditation. Finally, there are two antidotes to counteract these two ways the mind gets distracted. The first one is called introspection or alertness. It is a small part of your mind that throughout the meditation constantly checks, am I meditating? Am I concentrated on my object of meditation? And if this introspection notices that the mind has wandered, the mind is not focused on the object anymore, then the second antidote is called mindfulness. And mindfulness means bringing the mind back onto the object. We also call mindfulness non-forgetfulness. Once mindfulness has brought the mind back onto the object, it is also about not forgetting the object anymore, making sure our attention remains on the object. It is a little bit like if you have a pet dog at home and the dog runs away. Alertness will notice that the dog has run away, and then mindfulness will bring the dog back home. And you can also imagine putting him on the leash and tying him against the pillar, for example, so that the dog remains at home. So it is a bit similar what we are doing with our minds. Alertness pays attention. If the mind gets distracted, then mindfulness brings the mind back onto the object and makes sure the mind stays there on the object. So we will do this meditation for about 15 minutes. Gently come out of the meditation. And we can dedicate the merits of trying to develop the mental factors of introspection and mindfulness so that we may soon, very soon, be able to eliminate all afflictive and cognitive obscurations and become fully awakened Buddhas in order to benefit countless sentient beings, in order to guide them unmistakenly. May the supreme mind of bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase forevermore. May the wisdom realizing emptiness that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase forevermore. We pray for the long and healthy life of our lamas, in particular His Holiness the Dalai Lama. May he have a very long and healthy life, and may he continue to teach us for a very long time. May His Holiness's holy wishes be instantly fulfilled. We also pray for the swift return of our spiritual director, Kabje Tutan Zopa Rinpoche. May Rinpoche come back soon. May we have the fortune to find his unmistaken reincarnation soon, so that Rinpoche may continue to guide us and to lead the organization. Finally, due to all the merits we have accumulated in the 3 times, may all the wars in the world immediately come to an end. May there be no new wars, no famine, no epidemics, no disease, no sickness, no quarreling, no fighting, no natural disasters, no natural catastrophes. May peace and harmony prevail in everyone's hearts and lives. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and have a beautiful day. We will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. in person at Tushita for the recitation of the Golden Light Sutra to help pacify the wars around the world and to prevent new wars. So see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Tushita, only in person. Thank you very much for joining, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.